Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Alright, that's good. Twitch, are you alive? How you doing, Twitch? How you doing, Twitch? Okay, you are alive. Alright. Pull up build Alestrals just in case here. Just in case I need to look something up. Yeah, I don't have any go off on here, but that's whatever. Alright. First things first, let's get all our Funglow stuff out, which I think some of it is just sitting in these piles on my desk. Where's my Thunder stuff? I gotta organize all this, man. I've had this stuff sitting on my desk forever. Elachick, I wish we could play that. Alright, I guess I'll get these obvious ones out of the way here. Ambro Gorgons. Alright, here we go. So here's old Brontoglow. Here's Funglow. Anything else in here? Not really. Okay, so that's Funglow, Titanium Strikes, Thunderstorm Supercells. Let's see, I think this is my Thunder deck I can rip apart. Sure. They're not Alestrals. Okay, here we go. So, Thunderstorms. Jolton, I'll keep the Joltons to the side. Got Rabbits. Maybe Arcolith. Wait, was there another Jolton in here or no? Yes. Please. All right. What is on the side here? Triceros. There's a second Thunderstorm. We'll still have to see how it goes on the ratios in this deck, because I have no idea. Because it might be like 2 Supercell, 2 Thunderstorm. Because we don't want to play too many, right? And they're going to be so searchable. I mean, definitely 3 Rabbit. I don't think that's up for debate. So if we want to play like a heal deck, we could play like a heal, Thunder heal. What is every card that mentions Thunderstorm? Chronoglow Supercharged, Funglow Charged, Supercell, Titano Strike Champ. Okay, so here's the thing, we do not have Funglow Charged yet. We do not have access to that guy yet. Titano Strikes. Or Funglows sleeved up, because these are obvious. And then 1 old Brontiglow, 1 new Brontiglow. Potentially more, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's get these runes down here. Okay, so this is our actual Thunderstorm Alestrals lineup here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's already 16 Alestrals. I really don't know if Jolton is necessary. Because, like, we play 7 copies of each Thunderstorm, if you think about it this way. And then Rabbit is super likely to find a lot of these. Yeah. I'm thinking we take out the Jolton for now. We'll see if it comes back in later, but I think we don't want to draw like too many Thunderstorms, right? Especially because there's a world we play 3 Thunder. Oh yeah, I forgot to post the links in the Discord. Let me do that. We need all the promo we can get around here. What the heck, did that not work? How hard is it to copy and paste? My God. There we go. Minor spelling mistake. Minor spelling mistake again. Wow. Okay. Forget that ever happened. Oh, I didn't change the... No! I didn't change the fucking thumbnail. No, ruined. Ruined. Delete message. I gotta get the right thumbnail in there. Because we are not playing Waylance today. Change this one. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so we'll do this and copy this. There we go. That's still the wrong thumbnail, but you know what? YouTube will get there eventually. Alright, good enough for me. Alright, anyway. Let's see, let's go. Go find my thunderstorm. There it is. I need to get more full art thunderstorms now. Sad. These are sad days. Okay, so if we play 3 and 3. So I think this is our general core. Now the rest of what we put in is completely up in the air. Let's see, how many Alestrals are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, that doesn't seem right. 6, 9, 11. Okay, 14. We're at 14. And eventually I'll put in my fancy cards. I got fancy quackles and rabbits I can put in here. Not Funglo though. He's staying common. Let's see. So what can we do that supplements this engine well? So this is like a super heavy combo focused. Well, I wouldn't say it's like heavy combo, but basically we're trying to get Funglo, Thunderstorm, and Supercell. So we can go Funglo, Thunderstorm, pop a back row, summon Brontiglow, activate Supercell, summon another Brontiglow. I guess you do this first, so that when you play this, you heal. Yeah. You play this first, summon this, play this, summon this, and then this heals for 1. I don't know, man. We just play 5s. We just play some 5s. How about that? I kind of know what I want to put in already. Oh, that is. Maybe there's something in here. I don't know if this is a Zeus deck either, is the thing. I don't know if you play Zeus in here. I mean, I guess maybe you do, just so that, like, Titano Strike can swing over things. This deck has so many attack buffs, though. I don't really know. You need Zeus. This is the right... There we go. This is the right deck. So what I want is... Since we're playing 3 Thunderstorm, we should play things that give us a ton of value when they attack. So obviously... The number 1 thing is Viscerus, right? Viscerus number 1. Where's my other Viscerus? Did I just skip right past it? I did. What's going on, Loosh? Good to see ya. Currently I don't have any plans to go to Orlando. But I mean, like, none of my locals guys really can go. So I would mostly be going by myself, and that doesn't sound particularly fun. Driving, you know, going on a 7-hour drive and then by myself. Viscerus. I need more reds. Don't I have like a big ass box of red sleeve? These aren't. Here we go. I'll just steal these from this deck. I'm not touching that anytime soon. All right, we got the Viscerus package. Oh, it froze? Okay, yeah, so I'm not currently going to Orlando because I have no buddies that are going. So I would be sitting in the car by myself for like 6.5 hours driving down there. Plus, I'm gonna be real, I really don't like tournaments that are 1 or 2 weeks after a new set release. I'm really not a fan of that structure. Which those type of tournaments can be fun because everybody's just playing super wacky stuff, but it also makes it so that I'm not super confident in the deck that I'm playing either. You know what? I think I will get those. I think I will get those Zeus. Where you at, Zeus? Get you out of here. Now the biggest problem with this deck is going to be finding the Funglow. The reward we play Electrify. Electrify, search, Funglow. Okay. Let's see. So we have should be 17 Alestrals now. Still a little low on Alestrals. And then this is 7 runes. So if we go for like the mandatory 3 Ambro 12 counter runes, that brings us up to 15. So then 17 plus 7 is 24. So then we have 1 slot left in the deck. We could play the just one of Electrify maybe just to search whatever. It's pretty slow, but this deck heals a lot, so I don't know if being slow is a problem. Plus we get super explosive plays. Or we play the Earthquake. Yeah, I don't know. This is... This might be too many runes. Am I on Discord? What, you mean like in voice chat? No. Yeah, I'm not sold on Zeus in this deck. I really don't think you need it. Okay, well, you know what, let's just finish out the let's just finish out the lineup here first before we start cutting stuff. Okay, so if we go 3, 3. I'll rip counter runes out of this deck if I haven't already. Shield. All this might change when the actual set comes out. I would probably play Madness in this deck. Or third PTA in here. Yes. What's the last counter rune I want to play? Probably Is it Tsunami? It's either Tsunami or Alter. If I cut Zeus, I don't want to play Alter. Guess it's probably just Tsunami. Because then we could like... If we're already speccing into Tsunami, we could water enchant some stuff, and that could be good to play around Tsunami. Mando, what's going on, buddy? How you been? I'll rip some Tsunamis out of this deck. This is a really cool deck too. Like Monsoon Turbo. Are there no Tsunamis in here? I guess. Oh. Could have sworn there were Tsunamis in there. Right now we're cooking up some Funglo with some of these tournament pack cards. Yeah, because in Tournament Pack 4, we got the Thunderstorm Supercell and the new Brontaglow. So, the only thing this deck is missing is the new Funglo, which like special casts from hand. But I'm going to be real, I don't know if I like that card. So I might not even play it even when it comes out. So... Yep, I gotta find some Tsunamis. Ugh. This is what happens when you build too many decks. Can't find anything. See if I got any Tsunamis in here lying around. Looking like no. It must be in all of my decks. Alright, we are once again busting out the Posthumous deck to take out the Tsunamis. Pretty much stolen everything out of this deck. Maybe we just only play 2 as well. We go 2 Tsunami. That's a problem you don't have? Yeah. Yeah, I just have that brain worm where I just have to play something different all the time. Especially when there's no tournaments coming up, because I'm just kind of messing around, having fun. Although I did play like Winjin a couple weeks before Cards HQ. I pretty much played nothing but Winjin Pigs though. So I locked in on that deck. Okay. This might be the type of deck where we don't necessarily need 12 counter runes. Play 11. And then mandatory 3 Ambro, obviously. just leaving these up. These are all obvious. Our rune lineup could change. Okay, so what are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is 8. This is 38. More slots. Yeah, Earthquake is probably going in here. I just don't want to be too low on 1-drops. Might be... I don't know. I guess I keep Zeus if I'm playing things like Viserys. Because Viserys plus Zeus clears just about anything. And gets you an extra guy. Let's get an Earthquake. Got the good old Earthquake. Spark it? I mean, we're not really nexusing anything in this deck. I mean, like, Rabbit is the only thing that benefits from a nexus in this deck. There's really nothing else. But we could play Spark It just for the hand rip, I guess. just be annoying. Running out of space here. I'm just gonna put all these counter runes in a pile and deal with them later, because this lineup's probably not changing. Alright, this is, let's see, 1-drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is only 14 1-drops. Add Poseidon and play Majesty. You know, I think I'm alright. The old Bronaglow disenchants from Funglow. I mean, I guess, but that effect isn't actually that good, is the thing. And even if you disenchant one off your Funglow, you just attack and then reborn your Funglow. I don't think we're at the point in the game yet where, like, suppressing your opponent's guys before you attack is super important, other than like Hydrake and Foamy. That's it. And even then, you don't mind just sacking off a Funglow, swinging over something, and then you can just reborn the Funglow. Let's see, what kind of thunder stuff? Oh, where's my thunder pile? Out of the way, keyboard. Race to the Top is not playable because we're not playing Olympus. Platypulse could be really funny. It's so bad though. It would be funny, but really bad. We could just do like boom bats for removal. Yeah, and then there's always Electrofly as well. I think this deck's biggest weakness is going to be finding the Funglow. If we play the Electrofly, we can just search it. And we kind of do nothing for a turn. But then our follow-up is going to be crazy because we go Funglow, double Thunderstorm, swing for 1,000,000. Toxion for burn. We could play Toxion. Yeah, the thing is this deck can't play Olympus. So Toxion's just going to be a 4, and that's not good enough. Like, yeah, you burn for 1, but you have a 4 attacker that doesn't really do much. I'm thinking it's an Electrofly angle, to be honest. Which I have to get a stellar one of these from the tournament pack now too. The Electrofly just gets us like whatever we want. And this deck has a lot of healing, it has a lot of burst, so kind of sacrificing your normal cast for a turn to search anything in your deck seems alright. See, and then we have, this is 11. There's 20 cards. Yep, okay, so this is a solid 40 here. Only card I'm not sure about is Zeus. Last time we played, I was playing Fly. Yeah. I was probably playing the stupid Electronite deck. That's something I used to play a lot back then. And that deck's time already came and went because there's no more champion like a void to make it good. Let's sleeve up the rest of this here. Yeah, we do have Rise, though. Rise is very interesting for Electronite. I need 4 sleeves. How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. I'm going to take all these solar cards out of this deck because the next thing I'm building is Nova Core. These are probably all going into the Nova Core deck, so. Lucky. This 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Yeah, Rise from the Shadows is super good for Electronite. As long as you... If you use any counter rune and then just pay like a lunar, you don't even have to be super into lunar. You can be like full on thunder. Because they kill your thunder guy, you bring it back with a lunar, and then now you just ascend into Electronite with a thunder. So you don't even have to play that big of a lunar package in that deck. I mean, maybe you play something like Spectaris, just because it's a really good card. Okay, so this is what we're working with for now. Still not sold on Zeus. Maybe too many thunderstorms. But everything else I'm pretty happy with. Alright, let's shuffle this up and do some test hands. See if this deck bricks like crazy or not. There is a chance we just brick on runes. This deck plays a lot of runes. I think these red sleeves were the last dragon shields that I bought that didn't suck ass. The last couple packs of dragon shields I've bought have been complete dog shit quality. I might have to start switching what sleeves I buy, because dragon shield just ain't it anymore. I mean, they were never like the best anyway. They were just the most accessible. And they were good back then, but nowadays they kind of suck. All right, let's see. You know, already not off to a great start, I will say. I mean, Viscerus with 2 counter runes is fine. If we land an attack, we get a Viscerus with a Thunder on it, which goes into Bronticlo, but Bronticlo doesn't really do anything. There's a Funglo, but we don't have Thunderstorm. And there's Thunderstorm. Okay, we were like a few turns off of plays. Maybe we do need that Jolton just to get the Supercell. Could just cut Zeus for 2 Jolton maybe. Arrow, Shield, Zeus, Ambro, Thunderstorm. Well, there's no guys. Whackle. Okay. You know, maybe I just didn't shuffle well enough, you know what I'm saying? Time to start coping. I was also considering playing Nog in this deck. Because we have enough healing with like Supercell, Quackle, even Arcolith. Is there a world we played Nog and then just deep draw into our combo? Storm, Bronaglow, Shield, PTA, Quake. Okay, well, I mean, we're just not drawing guys. There's our first rabbit. There's a Funglow. Jeez, man. Okay, you know, first couple hands not so great. Well, I'm thinking I take out 2 Zeus for Thunderstorm. I don't want to play 1 unsearchable Zeus. I mean, cause the thing is, once we get the Brontaglows, we get the double Brontaglow on field, we don't need Zeus anymore. Like, we're just trying to draw Funglow plus 2 Thunderstorms. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, see, like this hand is better. I mean, quite literally, we just go like, you know, turn 1, we can go Electrofly, grab Funglow, and then just chill, set PTA. Next turn, we draw Gorgons, set Gorgons, Titano Strike, add Supercell. Maybe we attack with this or something, I don't know. And then next turn, we just go Funglow, activate, Funglow effect, summon Brontaglow, Thunderstorm, pop a back row, summon the second Brontaglow. That took 3 turns to set this up. Not terrible. And we got 2 back row with an Ambro in hand. That's kind of like, I mean, it's more ideal if you don't have to go Electrofly search, but the fact that you can just get here is the important part. Because once you have this board state set up, you're chilling. Your Brontaglows are 9 attack, so you just get 2 9 attackers. That shit is crazy. Okay, Rabbit, Strike, Tsunami, Thunderstorm, Ambro. Okay, pretty good hand. Let's see, so we start with Rabbit, obviously. Quackle, PTA, Brontaglow. Probably grab PTA here. No, Tournament Pack 4 is not legal for the Premier, unfortunately. It would be cool to play like beta versions of Lifestream decks. Because you could play this deck. You could play the Nova Core deck, Solar. And then like you could play some stuff with like the new Cyanectar as well. Theraheart. It would be cool, but the problem is a lot of people just don't have access to the TP4 cards without just buying them off TCG Player or whatever. So there's no guarantee that people would have the cards they want before the premiere. Yeah, I mean, Rabbit set 2. Next turn we draw Titanostrike. This one will get us our Supercell. We got Supercell, Thunderstorm, a second Titanostrike. I mean, this is like the one hand where Zeus would be good. We could Zeus something down and then Titanostrike can get over. This deck might struggle against 5s, potentially, without Zeus. Now all we're looking for is, well, there he is. There's Funglo. Yep, so we just... Yep, we got Funglo, Supercell, Thunderstorm. Like this is all we're trying to do every game. Just this, and this. That's it. And then hope we don't get like Gorgons or something. That's the plan. Ambro, Gorgons, Brontiglow, Electrifly, Thunderstorm. Okay. I mean, we go Electrify. Grab Funglo. That Gorgons, pass. We eat a damage or something. Draw another Ambro. Not ideal. Funglo, Thunderstorm, pop a back row. Funglo effect. Now Brontiglow. Yeah, this hand... the other 3 cards in our hand aren't too useful. If we can keep this guy alive, we can just like hard ascend and then try to swing over something, summon this back. Yeah, drawing double Ambro in the early game, not what you want to see. Brontiglow, shield. Supercell, Tsunami. Okay, so no, no playables. Draw Viscerous next turn. Thunderstorm after that. Yeah. Man, these Bronaglows really want to sit in my hand. I only play 2. Keep drawing them. I've drawn them more than Astrabbit. What's up with that? Unglow, Rabbit. Strike, Gorgons, Rabbit. Okay. Well, this hand is quite good. Rabbit, top 3. Arrow, Bronaglow, Viscerous. Probably Arrow here. That 2. Pass. Our opponent does whatever. Maybe we PTA him or something. Draw Gorgons. So we get Titano Strike, get Thunderstorm. And then next turn we have Funglow, Thunderstorm. Or we could just play another Rabbit and try to dig for a Supercell. No. No Supercell, but we did get another Titano Strike, which... Oh, well there it is. It was the 4th card. I think if we just see Rabbit or Titano Strike in the opener, we're feeling a lot better. Orcolith, Titano Strike, Thunderstorm, Ambrosia, Quackle. No counter runes. But that's not the worst thing ever. We go Strike. Add Thunderstorm. Titano Strike probably dies because we don't have any counter runes. We draw Shield. We went second. There's a chance we can Arcolith here. We went first. We probably just expend a draw. That Shield. Yeah, like double Ambro this early in the game just sucks. And then Rabbit finds Electrifly. Yeah. Yeah, you're really struggling if you don't find the Funglow. If Funglow's not in the top 10 cards of your deck, you are not happy. There's Funglow. And there's a Supercell. One's a little awkward. We could go expended draw. There's a rabbit. Set 2. Eat a damage. Draw. Another Funglow. Yeah, we need to find an OG Thunderstorm, so we go rabbit. And we don't find one, but Viscerus is fine. I mean, at the very least, we have this. This gets us 1 Brontiglow, and then if we can just keep this guy alive or recycle it with the Brontiglow, we're just waiting to draw a second Thunderstorm. Which is taking a while, yeah. I might want to play more Electrifly. Gotta find that Funglow at all costs, man. No, we don't cut Arcolith. I was thinking maybe cut Arcolith, but there's no way. Especially if you add in more of the flies, because your opponent's just going to be summoning guys and attack and killing you while you do your Electrifly stuff. Okay, well this hand's crazy. We drew the thing just outright. And we have a Gorgons and a Zeus. Yeah. Yeah, if we're going first here, we just expended draw, set Gorgons. Next turn we go for it. We set 1, our opponent does whatever. There's a fly. Ooh. Or depending on how many back row they have, we could go strike to get a second Thunderstorm. And then we have Funglow, double Thunderstorm, Supercell. Why do I wait going first? You mean like expended draw? I mean, if I have like Funglow Thunderstorm, like this does nothing going first. So you just wait. I mean, you could. You could go like Funglow Supercell and then summon a Brontiglow, but then you're just leaving your Brontiglow vulnerable. Especially next format. If your opponent goes like Psyprong, I mean, your guy is like dead. I mean, most of the time, summoning a big guy on turn 1 is not the best play. I know water players can't comprehend that, but, you know, you guys put up Majesty turn 1, that's all you know. Most decks, that is not the case. Okay, this hand's whack, but it's also kind of cool. We get Strike, add Supercell. Now we have 3 Thunderstorms, so we are just waiting for that Funglow. We add all these. And then now we just got to see how long it takes to find a Funglow. Okay, 3 turns. That's not that bad. 3 turns, not that bad. Especially when we have Quackle to heal. Yep, Majesty set 4, and then I go Hurricane, Zeus, Sorlet. Or I just Thunderstorm your Poseidon and now your Majesty does nothing. And we go to game 2, true. The one cool thing about this deck is that you can just Thunderstorm people's Divine Runes. Okay, well this hand is something. Is super? Can you get a hollow Supercell in the tournament pack? I think you can, right? You can get all of the commons as hollows. All right, so we go. I mean, I don't even know if you keep this hand. I'm gonna be real, but just assuming you keep this hand. Bluff set Ambro, I guess. And then now we just need to find the Funglow. We're playing the Funglow waiting game. There he is, 4 turns. Gotta survive 4 turns. Yeah, there's a chance we gotta play more Electroflies to have more Funglows, you know what I'm saying? Or we could just go for that Nog theory. But if we play Nog, then we gotta play Cryoling and Cryovern. Right? Who's with me? Okay, we got Rabbit. I was about to say this hand sucks, but no it doesn't. We have Rabbit. That one, there's all 3 of my combo pieces, but I can only pick one. Probably just pick the Funglow and then see if we can get any searchers. Yep, rabbit, set 2. And then we see how long it takes to draw a thunderstorm. Earthquake. Field. Organs. Chronoglow. Okay, this is taking quite a while. This is taking quite a while. There's one. Okay, well that kind of sucked. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some testing with this deck over the weekend and then see where the shortcomings are, I think. I think the most notable thing at the moment is just you gotta find Funglow. And then I guess sometimes you find Funglow and then don't draw your fucking thunderstorms. Okay. So I'm gonna put this up for now and then we'll move on to the next thing. Will this fit in here? Please fit. Oh wait, it's tight, but it fits. All right, next up. Ugh. Next up, we got solar. There we go. All right, so we have Novacore Glimbat. All right, we got these new Novacore Glimbats. These cards are insane. They are crazy. They are also champions of Apollo. We can play them with Plucky Liar. Good old Plucky Liar. Can't beat it. So we're 100% playing all of these, right? Now, they're also all ethereals, which means we play Exaltus to search all of them. If we play Exaltus, we need a Nexus Bank, so we play Apollo. What is that red sploosh right there? What is that? Oh. About to say, I hope that's from the the art. And if we're playing Apollo, we might as well play Soul Bell. Soul Bell's really good. You know, if we're playing all the champions, we should might as well just play Exaltus. And then we need to play Celestlio because Celestlio's a really cool guy that needs to see more play. Okay, how many Elestrals is this already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19 solars. We also need the temples. Where's my solar pile? Okay, 2 temple. I mean, that's already... That's 19 Alestrals? No. Yes. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. We play Plucky to get Apollo? Probably. A lot of guys. I don't know if this is might be too many guys. Do we need Exaltus? I don't think we need Exaltus. We might not need Exaltus. Maybe we just play like 2. God, solar is going to be such a bloated element. It's like just trying to put this together is a nightmare. I mean, I think the real answer is we take out Celestlio, but I want to play Celestlio, so we might not need the Soul Bell. It's just so good to summon off of Apollo, though. And you put a Liar on it, and it's 6 attack. It also lets you normal cast the Nova Core, even if you don't have any, if you don't have Temple on the field. If you hit it. Yeah, it's either we cut Soul Bell or Exaltus, I think. Or we just we cut the ratios down. Yeah, but if I had to cut one, if I had to cut something, it would probably be the Soul Bells. So we're now down to 18. Is 18 Alestrals? 18 is pretty standard for most decks, but for Solar, I think you can get away with playing a little bit more. Probably need a Calf Mel in here somewhere, because this deck gets expensive. Are there any extra sleeves in here? There are. Leave all these up, or they get messed up. Dude, we need another Plucky. Why is this the only printing of Plucky? Like Champ Soul Bell's gotten like 3, 4 different printings already. Plucky just has this. That's it. Devs are not a fan of Plucky, I guess. This Glimbat art is so goofy looking. Oh, it has a little Nimbug in its feet. It's like carrying a Nimbug. It's gonna kill it and eat it. It's gonna eat its brains. Next print is in the Apollo starter deck, but then it won't be a holo. I need a holo. I play so many different decks that have Plucky in it, and every time I'm like, man, this is the only card in my deck that's not a holo. Like, I could get a holo Exaltus if I wanted to. I could get a holo Plucky if I wanted to. But Champ Plucky, nah. Now, what else goes in here besides just like the generic slop, the Ambrose and counter runes? What else goes in here? Play Argo for sure for the liars. Yep, 3 Apollo, 2 Plucky. I mean, you gotta find him. If you don't see Apollo, this deck doesn't do anything. And Apollo just says, like, add a guy every turn. When you play 18 Solar Elestrals, you have like a 90% chance to hit when you foretell 3. Yeah, so Apollo just adds a guy every turn, puts Exaltus in your hand, puts Glimbat in your hand, puts Novacore in your hand. It just finds everything. And it's your Nexus Bank for Exaltus, which is, I guess, the most important part. Because Exaltus searches everything. Everything, well, except Calf-Mail. Calf-Mail's not cool enough to be searched off of Exaltus. So how many cards total is this? 1, 2, 3. It's 28. So you literally just put in 12 counter runes. Oh wait, no, you can't. No, because you need 3 Ambro in here too. Well, do you need 3 Ambro? That's what I'm asking right now. Do you need 3 Ambro? This deck's pretty spirit efficient, so I mean, there's a world where you just don't need Ambro. Like Plucky heals, Calf-Mail can heal. You could play like 2 Ambro. But even then, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you cut Earthquake, because this card is Earthquake. Yeah, you probably don't need Earthquake because you just have 3 of this. You just summon this out and then that's Earthquake. So then you could do like 2 Ambro, 11 counter runes. Yeah, you definitely have to have 3 Liar for this deck. I'm not cutting Apollo down to anything less than 3. Like I want to see Apollo in my opening hand every game. Yeah, this might be a deck where you play less than 3 Ambro, to be honest. Yeah, and with Temple, I mean, Temple just makes everything so much bigger. Could you maybe play 2 Glimbat? Probably not. It's the Funglo situation all over again. It's like step 1 is you have to find Temple, which is not that hard because you have Glimbat to search Temple, so that's 5 copies. You have Exaltus, which searches Glimbat, so that's 8 copies. And then you have Apollo, which can find either this or this. So that's like an extra 3 copies. Then the main thing is you got to find the Nova Core, which is searchable off Exaltus as well. You know what? Maybe it's not that hard, actually. Probably not that hard. Now that I'm mathing it out in my head. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because this deck has such a high rune requirement. Maybe you go down to 2 Liar. Maybe you go down to 2 Liar. That's a possibility. Because if you play like, I don't know, 3 Plucky, 2 Argo, you have 2 targets. No, I don't like that at all. New Corvishine is bait. That card is bait. I don't like that card. The only reason I would play it is if you wouldn't play it in this deck. You would play it in like a different solar deck, but not this one. Because this is the only card that foretells. If you were playing like Nebuleo and Winjin, I could see it, but like Corvishine just for Apollo is not worth it. Because Apollo is already hitting 90% of the time in a deck like this. Yeah, I made a video the other day explaining why I don't like the new Corvashine. Let's see. I mean, other than this, it's just like the generic slop staples, which I am, again, too lazy to... Yeah, it helps with solar burst. This deck just has too much stuff to fit in it, because if we wanted to fit in solar burst, we'd have to rethink everything. Like if we put Corvashine and solar burst in this deck, it's a completely different deck now. I think that's gonna be Solar's main issue in Lifestream, is that it has too many options. Which I can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah, you would take out Exaltus Champ, yeah. But if you're going all in on like the Plucky, Liar, like champion package, Exaltus is really good. Yeah, like if I wanted it to be like a Corvashine Solar Burst deck, you would probably take this out. You'd take out Celestlio. And then that gives you 4 slots for Corvashine plus whatever else. Yeah, Corvashine's also 7 attack. Yeah, so you would take these out, you would put in Corvashine and then like something else. I don't know, it's tough. Building solar is going to be tough. Like for the first time in history, there's too many solar options. Cyprong, all right, we're getting we're getting too far out here. I think I could play Cyprong's or Dionysus Madness. I think that you could play that in here. But like Cyprong plus Dionysus, there's no way you're fitting that. Like if you're throwing in that stuff, yeah, I mean Novacore Champ is going to be the backbone of every solar deck for sure. It's just what else do you want to play with it? Like, do you want to play Solar Nexus with Lustragon and Celestlio? Do you want to play like Phosphocell in it? You want to play some like what is it called? Photosynthesis, where it's like Earth Solar. Yeah, like you're always playing these. You're always playing these in every deck, every solar deck. It's just, what else do you want to do? Because you could just take out, like, if you wanted to play another version, you take these out. Take these out. Yeah, you can also play, yeah, the stall version with Royal Ottle and Guardian, yeah. Because you technically don't need, like, you don't need all this, right? You don't need all this. You can just play, like, a package like this. And then, like, whatever the fuck else you want to throw in is up to you. Like, this gives you more than enough space to play Royal Otto, Orvashine, things like that. And then you're playing a stall deck with a random ass Earthquake on legs that is huge. Oh yeah, yeah. You still play Plucky Champ for sure. Yeah, I mean if you have Novacore, Temple, and Lyre. Let's see, so this gets +2/+2 from the Temple. It gets +2/+2 from Lyre. If you put Lyre on Novacore, it swaps its attack and defense. Now it's a 10/8. The 2-drop 10/8 that earthquakes something when you play it. That shit is bonkers. Which reminds me, I need to get more. I need to get more hollow Lyres. I only have one. I need 2 more. I think Solar has like 5 different decks you can play next set. It's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, and then you can play Heliolith. There's like a million options. Novacore does not target. Says when you cast this Novacore, you can destroy an Alestral. That's all it says. Does not even target. This card is bonkers. Yeah, so here, this is your Solar Core going forward. Whatever else you want to put in there is up to you. Yeah, Monarch Solar, that's basically what it is, yeah. At that point, you can play like Lavalith too. Maybe Arcolith. Just all the 2-drops that summon themselves for free. I might have to make a whole video about this. Like you start with this and then you go wherever. 3 Apollo, I mean, it depends. If I'm playing like 15 Solar Alestrals in my deck, I think I'm playing 3 Apollo. If I'm splashing like a secondary element like thunder or fire, maybe not. I mean, you just need some way to like get these every game, right? And whether you do that with Apollo, Exaltus, to search them. I guess you don't have to play 3 Apollo, but I think I would choose to. If I were to play this deck, I think I would choose to. I think there's There's very rarely been any solar decks in history that haven't played 3 Apollo. Apollo, he gets a bad rap from the wider Alestrals community, but he's actually, if you play him in a solar deck, he's very consistent. Like he hits pretty much every time. Because the chances are so high. So having a card that just adds a guy to your hand every turn is really nice. Yeah, and in this deck, since you're playing Temple, it's a really good Nexus bank for like Altar. You can use Altar as a combat trick to like buff up one of your guys now. But then I gotta throw in Celestlio too, because that's my boy. And the crazy thing is you can play the Nova Core, pop something, and then on the next turn just ascend it into Celestlio and then wipe their whole field. Yeah. Now that you can just like slam a 2-drop really easily. Makes Celestlio getting way easier. Okay, I thought building this would be easy, but it's really not easy at all. This is not an easy deck to build. There's just too much stuff you can do in it. Do I want to play Mill? Do I want to play Heliolith? Artifacts? Do I want to play Nexus with Lustragon? Do I want to play the full champ deck? I want to play Phosphocell, my boy. Yeah, maybe not 20, because you need to play like maybe Tsunami or Dionysus Madness. I mean, Dionysus Madness, that card is crazy. If I can fit that card in a deck, I'm gonna do it. So maybe like 18 solar and then 2 earth for your madness. It's gonna be wild out here building these decks. Yeah, and the solar decks could change depending on what we find out is the best decks. That's true. Yeah, water probably. I gotta look up the Locagon cards again. So let's see. Yeah, so that goes when you return 1 or more water from your underworld to your spirit deck, destroy a card. This one, special cast a Locagon from your hand. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing though. Hmm. Whoa. Okay. I don't know why the chat's cut off, but yeah, the first live stream premiere is gonna be this of me, which kinda sucks, not gonna lie. It will be fun to watch though, because everybody's gonna be playing some crazy jank that they've tested for like 2 days. Yeah, so the Locagon stuff, they just like spam out these big bodies. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of water and earth for sure. Frost, maybe. So if somebody were to play if somebody were to go Champ Locagon, summon old Locagon, so now they have both of these on field. I mean, this loses to Novacore. Because you summon Novacore. Well, assuming they're in attack. I'm assuming they're gonna be in attack because they want to kill you, right? So this is a 5/7. This is who knows how much because it gets +1 for every water. So you can like pop this and then swing over this because your Novacore is 6 attack. I mean, Novacore just outs these if they don't have back row. That seems like a pretty good matchup there. Let's look at iWooly. That not how you spell iWooly? Oh, it's 2 L's. Yeah, I mean, this is a 7/5, but like... Soulmates? Oh, what does Soulmates do? Special cast, yeah. I mean, we'll have to see if people even play this. I don't know if people are going to play this. Mm-hmm. Because like the the only way Soulmates works is if you already have 2 Lockagons on board, and if you already have 2 Lockagons on board, you're already kind of winning, right? Like it would just be better. It would just be better to Gorgons the Nova Core than it would be to like Soulmates revive something, you know? Or they can just shield the Nova Core and then on the next turn they just search a second Lockagon, play another Lockagon, and then you're back right where you started, and they swing at you for 4 damage. Solar Burst. I mean, you're gonna have to get pretty lucky, like to you're gonna have to get pretty lucky to Solar Burst a 2-drop, I think. Because you have to foretell one of your 2-drops. Which, if you're only playing 3 Nova Core, probably not going to be very likely. If you're playing Helioliths as well, I guess it gets a little bit more likely. Yeah. I mean, but I mean, also, if you're just playing Heliolith and Nova Core, do you need more removal? Do you need the Solar Burst? Because both of those already just out everything. Yeah. Or hear me out. You just play Celestlio and then pop their entire board so that they can't bring anything back. Huh? Yeah, Lifestream is going to have so much removal in it. I don't know. I'm not too worried about decks that summon big guys. There's just so much. I mean, Celestlio's not that hard to summon anymore. It's really not that hard to summon anymore. Celestlio does not target. Like I played Dymax's solar deck from Firestorm. Except I took out Lustragon. I put in Celestlio. And Celestlio was very easy to summon in that deck. And he's only going to get easier to summon now. It's like you Nova Core, pop something. You stick this on board for a turn, and then you just do this. You just ascend over this. Celestlio, pop their entire board. Swing for 3. Yeah, and Celestlio's removal does not target either. So your entire deck is just non-targeting removal. So don't pull up with Chronodile. For all the Chronodile fans out there, I'm sorry. Your turtle is washed. I don't know. I think OG Exaltus is better than Champ Exaltus. We have more ways than ever to keep it safe now. So you can go like turn 1 Exaltus, search Glimbat, keep it alive, and then turn 2 Nexus again, search Novacore, and now you have Glimbat Novacore. Like we have Gorgons, Shield, Madness, Guardian. Like that Exaltus is staying on field, and you are searching multiple times. Lizard Whiteout? I mean, probably not in this deck. I think Guardian is only battle. I think it just negates an attack, right? It just stops an attack, that's all it does. So if your opponent has like Cyprong or something, I guess you have to have Gorgons to keep it alive. I don't think you can play Whiteout in this deck, right? Because it has to be... Yeah, they could Madness to enrage your Exaltus. Yeah, Whiteout can only protect things that are Frost Enchanted. Yeah, I don't know if you can Frost Enchant anything in this deck. This deck does counter Whiteout very well though, because nothing we have targets. But this deck might be the counter to like the the Frost decks. Ugh. If decks that play big Frost guys are popular, just play this. Novacore doesn't target, Heliolith doesn't target, Celestlio doesn't target, Shield doesn't target. Does Madness target? I think so, right? No, Madness does not target. Look at this shit. Daze or enrage an Celestial until your next turn. It doesn't target. Nah. Nah, Whiteout is not going to be very good. I would only side Whiteout against decks that don't have the counters to it. God, Madness not targeting is crazy. I did not know that. That's insane. This card was already really good, and now I'm just like, bro, I'm playing this in every deck. It doesn't even target. That's wild. The boulder. The boulder. The boulder's okay. Yeah, Mad and Madness God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to build this. I'm gonna have to like just think about it. There's too many things you can do with this deck. I don't know. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all come up with, because there's so many different build paths for solar right now. You can just do whatever you want and it'll probably be alright. I mean, as long as you have these in your deck. Right? As long as you have Novacore, Glimbat, Temple, Plucky, Liar. As long as you have this, like, you can do whatever you want, man. This is all you need. Dude, yeah, the Stellar, this shit is crazy. Camera, work with me. Work with me. There you go, look at that. The yellow and blue is kind of weird on a solar card, but I mean, it's a stellar, so I guess it kind of just... I mean, what color would I make it, though? What color would I make it? If I was a professional artist, what color would I make this? Probably like... You gotta have some red in there, right? Actually, what does the normal Novacore look like? Oh. Where did my... There we go. Where's the... Yeah, it's just white and yellow. I don't know, they could have just made it like black and yellow. That would have been sick. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too expensive. The thing about tournament packs is for about the first month after a tournament pack comes out, they are expensive. But then once everybody gets their playsets and they open more tournament packs, they're just gonna start, you know, throwing them out, you know? Like after all the people at locals get their playsets, they're just gonna start selling them for not a whole lot. They might be expensive for like the first month or two, but after that, probably not. Because now that I have my set, all of the ones I pull at locals are just gonna go to somebody else. Yeah. If you're not going to Kiss Me, then what's, you know, you don't need it super early. You just need it by the November premiere, I guess. Are they doing a second premiere in October, like at the end of October? Because that would kind of suck if we go like 2 whole months without an online tournament. Because we get one at the beginning of September. We get one like next Saturday. And then it's Kissimmee, and then who knows after that. So there might not be any premieres in a while if you're not going to Kissimmee. Yeah, I hope we have one at the end of October, because if I have nowhere to play these cards, I'm gonna be real mad. I'm gonna have to start hosting my own tournaments, I guess. Because barely anybody hosts tournaments online. Yeah, P&M would go crazy after Kissimmee, yeah. The last couple P&Ms have flopped so hard because they just... I think the last one they did was right after the ban list. Well, they announced it. They announced it before the ban list, and then the ban list came out, and then they decided to run the tournament pre-ban list, so like nobody wanted to play. And then the one before that, I think they did it on the same weekend as some other thing. Some other big tournament, so like nobody showed up to that either. Yeah, the P&Ms have been kind of sad lately. Oh yeah, here's my Waylance deck list, by the way. You guys yeah, they've done a couple on Saturday, but yeah, they usually are on Sundays, aren't they? Just got back. What is this? Is Waylance. It's not all water though. There's some frost in here. We got Galaxy, we got Narpoon. It's not no, there's no Harpies. But we do have Waylance. Do you like Waylance? Look at him. Huh? He does a lot of damage. And then we also have Cryoling and Cryovern, which wins the game on its own. You like winning the game? If he can attack, well, I'm glad you asked, because look, we have Hurricane. And we have Blizzard. Yes, Waylance with Necklace, we're doing that for sure. It only works against water decks, though. But we're doing it. I'm going to have that Argo Necklace in the side for all those water decks. I'm going to attack with my other Waylance. I'm going to Argo Necklace your guy, and then your entire deck is going to be deleted. That shit's going to be hot. I need to make a video about this deck too. This deck's really fun. Because nobody gives a fuck about Champ Narpoon, man. My favorite genre of Elestral is one drop that nexuses a different element and then ascends into that different element. That's my favorite genre. So we got Narpoon, we got Larvacell, the new Barabib. It nexuses a water. It's an earth, nexuses a water, goes up into Barabog. Those are my favorite type of little guys. Yeah, a lot of times you do need Keone. Yeah, and the new Nemasail and what's his face? The new Peliquarius is kind of the same way too. Yeah, Sundial? Come on, I mean, those are the best little guys. Yeah, most of the time when I play this deck, I'm not... A lot of times I have two Boreas in hand, or like I have a Boreas on field and I have a Boreas in hand. I just Nexus off the Boreas on field and then just play the second one. Because there's a lot of times where you like have to Brummelinx twice and then maybe even Imfrostix to bring back the Brummelinx. So then you just end up with double Boreas a lot. And then that gives you a Nexus Bank if you don't have Keone. There's also times where you can go Imfrostrix, bring back Brummelinx, search a card like Blizzard, and then you just ascend the Narpoon over the Brummelinx with a water. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Oh no, you just bring back the Brummelinx, you play the Narpoon with a water, and then you Nexus the Frost from the Brummelinx. Yeah, that's how you do it. I was thinking Larvacell for a moment. Yeah, so Narpoon's not that hard to trigger. Oh, trash can reveal. That's about all I had planned today. That building that solar deck kind of fucked with my brain a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Why can you build like 5 different solar decks next format? That's crazy. Ugh. Too many options, man. Alright, well I'm gonna log off and go get some dinner. It is near infinite options. You know, and I've been a solar fan slash hater for so long that I never thought we would get to this point where solar just can do anything that it wants to. It's gonna be crazy. Well, thanks to everybody that showed up. Maybe I'll make another video this weekend about like the solar stuff, or maybe I'll do a Narpoon Waylance deck profile, because I did a stream with that deck last weekend. Got some good gameplay footage of it, so if people want to see actual gameplay of it, there's plenty out there for it. Also, what is this song? I don't know. What is Spotify doing? It's just like pulling up random stuff now. Alright, anyway, see y'all later.